Hi guys, today I wanna start with what is called uh, PHP. What is the PHP? PHP. It's a capital letters. PHP. It's defined simply. PHP is hypertext processor. Okay, simply PHP. What is the PHP? PHP is mostly used for a backend language, and we can whatever the things to communicate with the database we can communicate with the database. We cannot directly communicate from a front end HTML to database. So for that purpose, what we introduced is communicate with from HTML to database. We are using a PHP. That means we are writing some commands, some what is called some language of instructions, some group of instructions to get the data from the database and to insert the data into database. That is the main thing we are using into PHP. Not only for for example, we can write a simply we can insert into database, create the database, create the row in the database, and fetch the data from the database and delete the data from the database. And not only for the CRUD operations, majorly we are so much advanced with the we can develop so many advanced applications with the PHP. Simply, I will tell you how many. That means what we can do is simply if you know Shopify and WordPress and Magento and OpenCart. These are all the open source applications, and with using this we can develop a using the WordPress we can develop a CRM applications and e-commerce also. Magento and OpenCart and Shopify we can develop e-commerce application mostly, and totally in our whole world market, world online market, it's 75% of our Indian online market occupied this total open source. And PHP we use that means PHP as a most advanced frameworks. Laravel, Code Igniter, Gend, Symfony, YL. And I will give you some examples. Facebook start with PHP only. Yahoo start with PHP only. That's a major applications, major websites we can see. Not only we can develop REST APIs and web applications using PHP, and that means we can integrate we can integrate as UI with Vue.js, React, and Angular also. Uh, like that we can develop with a PHP, and so many things I told. Okay, it is a first thing is it is a open source language, and it will be executed on the server, and from local also we can execute with XAMPP or LAMP or WAMP servers. They are local host servers. we can directly write HTML in PHP files using some syntax. Starts the file with PHP, ends with like this. Normally with HTML we can develop a static content only, but for example a website application website has so many pages. How can we develop? So we will prefer dynamic. Okay, we will prefer dynamic. Okay, that means simply for example in a CRM application like a WordPress, if you develop, if we have so many articles in that CRM, that means comes under the blogging application. And if for example what it is called, okay, and for example if we need one page, for example one article, so if we will go with one static page, and if we need another page we can go with static. If another page, so many pages, for example 100 articles, 100 pages, for that simply, instead that simply we can go with one application, we can develop one application. In that we will fetch whatever the required data from the database and showing based on their client requirements with a single page. In a single page we will create everything based on the client request, we will fetch that. So you got to understand. It is faster. How can we install, run PHP at our local using XAMPP? Before that we have to install PHP. I will show one example to okay, that means I prefer mostly Vue.js only. Sorry, I prefer Visual Studio only to develop our applications. It is the best out of anything. Normally, we will start our development engaging is with Notepad Plus. but instead that it is a best for anything. Okay, I will load to one variable. Normally my coding is to small speed. Please follow that, otherwise you can decrease the speed by some settings in your browser. This is the concatenation of text and string. Please, hello today, hello PHP. It is not getting. There's some syntax error. Like the first, everything we declare with dollar only. The variable means we are storing some sort of data to that variable. In the PHP we cannot, no need of declaring data type to that variable. If we write some data, it automatic convert to that data type. And sorry for that. And what it is, simply what I wanna tell you is, what I want to tell you is, if I write storing some sort of data to that variable, write some data, it automatically convert to the data type. Okay, in PHP, and okay, we will declare variable with dollar, and to print the data at browser we are using echo. Must statement end with semicolon, and PHP is line by line execution. Echo semicolon. Okay, I will save that. I will show what is the PHP one. So now my PHP version is 8.16. To run our application we can go with 8.16. Already I shown how, what is the programming, what is the syntax for that. Okay, starts with PHP and ends with like this, the end of the page. In between we will write PHP code. Okay, now I will show how to write HTML page and PHP. Whatever we written, whatever write code between PHP tags only. This is normally HTML body. So we will write the code between PHP tags only. Okay, I am printing this. I am showing this how it is printing. My first PHP, okay, like this. We can write echo, echo, echo. It will take anything. Case was sensitive. Whatever inbuilt functions only case in sense. Whatever declared or user defined functions are case sensitive. You can see only matched type only it prints, not match in any case not taking. Sometimes for development purpose we are giving comments to understand what our code is to our fellow programmers. So and sometimes for sometimes we will give comment the code which is reuseful in future. We have two types of comments. One is single line, another one is multi-line. Don't forget the syntax. Single line comment. Single line. I already given demo about variables. Variables start with dollar, ended with semicolon, and it is case sensitive. $age and $age are both are different. Okay, now I will show how to concatenate variables and string. HTML okay, using dot we will compare before or after our variable. Dot dollar text dot string we will write in like this. How to find what's the data type, which data we loaded, based on that variable modified. string. I am not defining any data type, I am just loading the data. Based on that, it is changing the data type, integer. Echo, it is printing the data whatever the variable data in dollar text. Variable is printing the data along with whatever the data type along with data type. I will declare array. Array. Float. Null. Null. As of now, you seen string, integer, float, array, null, object, okay. Majorly we are using this only. I am commenting this. And here it has a special features assigning multi dollar y equal to dollar z equal to dollar c equal to svs equal dollar y multi declaring. Okay. Declaration of variable means position, the scope, modifies. Declare a variable inside the function. It comes under local. If we declare outside the function and any place, if it's useful, it comes under global. Declared as outside, we are calling from this place. Use the variable inside the function. To use it inside the function, it has some alternative way. That we see local scope. That is local scope. To use global variable inside the function, we have to use a keyword called global. If I directly call, it will not print. This is printing direct this value. If we call that, it is printing $15. Whatever the loaded value, new values. Now we will check what's the difference between print echo variable dump. had seen print and echo both are printing same values, but some difference is there. I will show that in demo. Up to now you seen it is printing concatenation of two variables. Okay, hello world, result is 1. It is printing hello world. Okay, after that we are printing the echo. Using echo it is returns 1. That is the main difference. Print has return value of is 1 and echo return value is 1. One more data type is Boolean, where we return an integer, data type. Okay, I not using. Here we already seen object, integer, string, null, and one more is object null float, and we have Boolean also, means true or false. Boolean, like that examples we have.